Man, now, come on now, man. My goddamn body temperature. Shoving out this goddamn mind. Take a good look at this. You're goddamn so sick and ignorant.
I like Drew Lock being there started next year. Let's see how he progresses and where he goes.
Round two, deuce.
Lamar gets inside the 10 and against its Cortland Sutton. So I mentioned over 1,100 yards for Sutton, went for 1,112. That's the most receiving yards by a Broncos receiver since Peyton Manning was the quarterback back in 2015. 11 yards there. Listen into that call from Lamar, first and goal.
Play around with our buddy's reach.
Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson pre-snap. All of a sudden you realize, wait a second, this isn't Mark Ingram, my teammate. This guy doesn't necessarily know which side I'm turning to. These guys have a little practice during the week, but it's not a lot. And, you know, if Ingram was there, you can give some of those cold words and some of the familiarity. He's looking up. I'm in the other side, big guy. Two Ravens knew where he was going. That was Pat Ricard, the fullback, but Derrick Henry, who, with that 8-game stretch he just came off, Derrick Henry was incredible in pushing the Titans hopes all the way to the AFC Championship game. Also, free agent Derrick. Second and goal. And here is Derrick Henry. King Henry inside the 5, and the big guy goes for 7 yards there. But consider that 8-game stretch covering the last 6 regular season games and the first 2 postseason games. And Derrick Henry rushed during that stretch for 1,273 yards.
Rolling my eyes up my head, looking over ear.
You have to go to Adrian Peterson, that 2012 MVP season, to find somebody who had a minor 8-game stretch in NFL. And Tennessee's got to sign him back, right? I think they kind of have to if they're going to continue to play that style of offense. In the corner, looking for the fade and unable to connect.
The corner every day. Oh. I'm looking in here what you're doing every day. The corners everywhere.
That's a tough play to do it blind because you're relying on the receiver's eyes to get big or when they go for the ball to try and break it up. Nice play there by Big Play Slay. So now 4th and goal. Mark Jackson telling Henry, hey, you got the flat here. Yeah. 4th and goal. On a slant, and it doesn't matter that receivers collided because Mark hands offensive meetings makes for some good times.
Goddamn fully.
Justin Tucker. He puts it through. And we are tied up again. All smiles for Lamar and company.
This is ungoddarn believable. My hands and my mind has never run around. No music playing, digging in my pocket, hip dance, rolling my eyes around, and being abducted hell out the door to Walmart again. I don't. Is there anything the home needs? Is there anything you need? Don't walk in the kitchen. Put your face there.
Hurry in the way. We hear you in the bathroom for 25-30 minutes cleaning up her mess in there. Won't we have common sense to come in the kitchen and rearrange all the condiments and rearrange the scene? Right back at it. Like fucking drop dead zombie crack addicts.
And why am I digging, rolling my goddamn right hand in a pocket, doing this to my body now?
Them bodyings. Running around my bug in my ear. Being extras.
Tune in Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern to NFL Honors, hosted by Steve Harvey on Fox. For the fourth year, players on the winning team will receive a $10,000 donation through the NFL Foundation to use your high school football program of their choice. Through this program, more than $1 million has been awarded since the 2017 Pro Bowl, and many of those high school programs, you'll see them reflected on the helmets of our Pro Bowlers. They're going to geek out in celebration of their high school football teams. Such a great program. 14-14. Devontae Adams gonna pass it downfield and it gets it to Kenny Galladay. So a trick play to start this drive for the NFC. Lisa.
Hey Tess, well he's the Legends coach for the NFC, but he's been having his eye on number 8 for the AFC all season long. Tell me, Michael, what do you love about Lamar Jackson's game?
I just love his explosiveness. I love the way he takes command of the offense and he goes out, he does what the offense allows him to do. And I think he's just been very productive in all phases of the game, and credit to his teammates and his coaches.
You were at the game when he broke the quarterback rushing single-season record, the record that you once held. You wanted to be there at the stadium to see that. How come?
I wanted to be there. I ultimately thought it was a record that would never be broken.
We all did.
Just looking at the history of the game, and those who came before me, those who came after, it's like, man, it's gonna stand for a long time. But to see it actually happen, I was very impressed with Lamar, and just excited to see it happening in this day and time.
Well, thank you very much. You both changed the game. Thanks, Michael. Tess.
Thank you, Lisa. Lamar Jackson just had the touchdown pass to Marvin Andrews moments ago to tie this game at 14. Austin Cooper, the Falcons.
For cock.
Size these guys up.
Make a telephone call. No one answered. Why? Once you roll your eyes around, take your right hand and just start doing this with it. Am I going backwards and you slide in it? Stand sideways. It's playing in everyone's hairline. You're gonna bounce your neck each side as they're dripping down your ear numb. Say the ear numb, and also on my kneecap, start doing this. So they're doing here. You can't do nothing. Let me do the ear in you. Let me do the 4 or 5 o'clock drinking beer and booze all night in you. Let's walk up and in our shoes and socks out in the bed. His feet hit the floor. He's clean. He's doing this. Let's beat the floor apart. Let's beat their mouths around. Let's sweep. Well, put your eyes there. I'm gonna know if your eyes are looking this direction, if they're rolling on eyes. You sleeping? You walking? What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna take the cheer from you during the NFC game. Walk up. You remember that? The championship game? Alright, yeah. Oh man, we're doing. Walk up there all cheerful, happy, come back doing this. And then you still on your chest and what kids do, wherever they have cash at. Can I just cock your elbow behind your ribcage and play Pete and repeat and copy it?
Tragic news to the 65,000 here at the Pro Bowl of the passing of Kobe Bryant in today's helicopter crash and asked for a moment of silence, which then was followed by the crowd here for this Pro Bowl chanting Kobe, Kobe, Kobe. 65 to honor the all-time legend who tragically passed away at 41 years old. We told you that throughout the day. Earlier they said where Kobe was killed. Kobe was killed today. The earlier conversation. Now, oh no, Kobe Bryant died in a tragic helicopter accident. In the helicopter accident where Kobe Bryant was killed today.
Now they're redetermining it to where, oh, well, the tragic accident where Kobe died at. And you see me, there is a RIP notice there. I have his rookie card. And his daughter. But the media's lying to you. Man, they're telling you what they want you to know. I don't think it is true. It isn't. It's a made-up goddamn media game to goddamn just throw down everybody's face. I think it's a made-up media thing. Goddamn Michael Jackson ain't goddamn this and that. He's living as something else in California. The burnt goddamn skin of what happened to him in that Pepsi commercial. They told me my real dad's dead. I didn't get no ashes. I didn't get notified. A month and a half later from a postcard in Afghanistan. Not the hour, not the minute. Hey, you want to talk to your dad? He's on his deathbed right now. You're his only son. It'd be important for y'all to talk to each other, at least through the phone. Wouldn't anyone that's responsible where a man's father would, where they would contact the son or the children, where you can at least hear their voice? I was able to talk to my grandmother in the hospital in Illinois, where she told me, oh, it's all in the boxing can, honey. It's a shame I won't even get to see you. It's a shame no one will even want to bring you here when I'm putting the coffin to death. So much of a shame. First time I hear from you, or I don't even know if it's you, but if it's you, I hope it's you, honey. I ain't heard or knew nothing from you since you left from the other side of my eye and ear and my face when you were 4, 5, 7 years old. I know someone here that's a Virgo that lives in Dumfries. That same guy I told you where all them people are sitting outside his window doing this with guns, chasing him to his car acting stupid. You know, he's thought that his mother been dead for 14 years. Next thing you know, she's living in Florida somewhere. No Bosa, no Husat, Kansas City, no Mahomes, no Hill, no Selleck, no Hurtleman, no Clark, no Jones. And I'm sitting here, that deep-defied, freezing cold. Hands digging in his pocket as far as someone wanting to be a goddamn thief and cursing. Rolling my eyes for someone to lead me as their gross schemes. Somebody kidding me down the back of my kneecap. Someone really shitting you. And then they're sitting there.
To make me look. Am I gonna look red-handed?
What was that bologna and cheese hockey game like last night? All-star hockey game? What's the 3-on-3 tournament for 3 periods? And it's so sad, the way you know, the way you think, the way you go, make you like you're confused, stupid, and ignorant of being like, I'm not the being of who I am. Be a host for me. And what will my whole day be tomorrow? I need a whole ass. I need to hold your ass up with 10 load of laundry. I'm not gonna be able to gather and make anything prepared a night before the Super Bowl. Make a veggie platter, avocado dip. Get dips and salsas and cheese platters made, and sitting in the walk-in refrigerator outside where the Thanksgiving apple pie and pumpkin pie is still sitting in the outside walk-in freezer since nobody had a Thanksgiving here. They had a mind of everybody else's eye and their muscle. Well, the last time the mail truck come, but she seen me sitting there and I knew it was coming from my package. She knocked her kid down to the side, sat there with the telephone, ran there with her cigarette.
I said, oh yeah, I'll take that. Oh, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, where do I need a sign for this? Oh,
Oh, you're there? Oh, this is yours. I said, yeah, I know. Why are you standing there putting your hand there and your hand writing? I should be there walking, conducting business with the mail, partial service. And they sit there. Probably 3 or 4 of them are tuned in to living room, spying at you.
Yeah. How can we know all good people on there? How come people I know won't do that for me? Well, how can I make people do and know something good for you, and then I'll just snake it?
I found out things so true again about the goodness of my grace and name. You know what they said? But I want his name. That ain't how I'm named. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Like the man that told me at work, Mr. Tran, 67 years old. I think it's Medusa, your family. Yeah, his keyword, double D. I need you for, let's go take a look. What is the meaning of the name Donald?
Here's a summary from behind the name. From the Gaelic name Donal, meaning ruler of the world, composed of the old Celtic elements Dumno, world, and Val, rule. This is the name of one of Walt Disney's most popular cartoon characters, Donald Duck.
I gotta reverberate that to some of y'all. When did Donald Duck go on his first date with Daisy? He woke up, climbed out of his bed, looked at his calendar.
Wow! It's September 9th today. I have a date with Daisy. What's my birthday? September 9th.
Look that up. Look that up on all the Walt Disney. Because I've been going through Netflix and all that, watching all the old Disney flicks. That's why you don't respect the president. Y'all are goddamn rotten, Islamical, ignorant goddamn scenes of ignorance. That's your ignorance. Beat, neglect, and goddamn stick your rotten, no good goddamn crotch in the back of goddamn camels. From the Gaelic. What created the Gaelic community, where the Doyle, his name first started. Viking and Roman combined and created Ireland. I ain't racist. I'm just racist towards mean people, liars, killers, cheaters, and people that don't like God and good life. That's what I'm racist to. No matter what color you're, I get treated worse by my race. You know, the only one that really, in my life, that I've never been disrespectfully treated upon to where they don't know me, is the Asian race. And before my dad died, you know what he said? You know, son, it's almost 4:20 East Coast, and I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, you know what no, man, now come on now. You want me to ask what that flag means again? This thing lied to y'all the other day. What does the X symbolize in flags?
Here is some information for flag symbols meanings. According to Elmer's flag and banner, in this case, red symbolizes hardiness and valor, white symbolizes purity and innocence, while blue signifies perseverance, vigilance, and justice.
You don't know the meaning of what y'all look at, you people. You snake it, you fake it, you brainwash. Your goddamn death music is cocaine, sex, and murkin in a trance where you speak your word and you go, ow, 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 murder, sex, cane. 666, 3 brainwashed subliminal messages. What does the symbol X represent in a flag?
According to Gervin, out of, fold by, occult by flag away X Marylegs.
This thing will scramble so much up in people's mind. This is pupil minding scramble, satanic dick vice, right here. Right here. Want they banned the Jamaican flag? Want they banned the Norway flag? It's got an X in it. It's supposed to have the same meaning. Not the St. Andrew's Cross, the true meaning. The Southern Cross. What does the X mean in the Confederate flag? Then don't talk. What does the X represent in the Confederate flag? You rotten goddamn telephone to ask me only what you think someone needs to know. That's what it is. They got sold lies. Tell me lies! Sell your lies! You can't even stare at lies! You sell your lies! And you say spread some ties! Premeditated murders, take your diseases. You smack your children out their mouth and eyes. You sell your lies! Just like you sell the middle of your thighs! For cocaine, death, and sex everywhere. That's their trance music. Are you speaking to no one unless they on cane? Only talk chalk lines and guns and sex every day. That's a subliminal satanic trance. Did anybody go to church Sunday? At the Church of God? No. What does the symbol X represent in a flag?
According to Psychology Today, for starters, the swastika X, or cross, has come to symbolize the very essence of evil. And the letter, as signified by the skull and crossbones, portrays death by poison.
Okay, Bacchus, Virgo. What did it say when I asked yesterday? Proofs in the pudding. What did this thing speak out the other side of this telephone yesterday? Nothing about the St. Andrews. This thing will mix up and tell you lies. Didn't it say that yesterday? Then why is it saying something only what these group of people want you to hear it? And the other people yesterday heard it when it said it represents the St. Andrew's cross, a crucifixion, the only true meaning I was ever taught it means. Why do you think this in the Jamaican flag? St. Andrew's. Why is Malcolm X wearing it? So now you're saying Malcolm X is representing that. The Jamaican and their flag are representing that. See, now you got your finger pointed back at you, the symbol X in any flag. Now go tag someone else their shit No, the Jamaican flag has an X. Malcolm X. Whoa! Oh! It just don't fall on one side. You represent it in your symbol. So that's what it means. That's what it means. You ain't all sweet and goddamn twiddling into tulips, are you? Now that's called the swastika. That's the ancient symbol of a landing pad. That been there before what you call an Nazi. You fly bird's eye view above America, a lot of the street and the sidewalk symbol are in that symbolization. These people are so cane-washed, brainwashed, tranced up, doped up, murder, satanic sodomiers, sick, the street sick mafia. What does that promote? That ain't promoting going to church with the Church of God, but you're turning up, riding it down the street with your kids. You can't even hold your goddamn body still in the car, yo. You don't even drive down the goddamn street right. You're sitting there in the street like this in your car.
Here's the definition of right. Morally good, justified, or acceptable.
You're taught to drive down the street. You hold the steering wheel 10 and 2. You keep 3-4 cars back. You got seat kicked back, stereo turned up, head vibrating out your head. Riding around all aggressively ignorant. Holding finger trigger. Chasing people down the street. Okay, pull over, motherfucker. Pull over, motherfucker. Where's y'all's built-up monstrosity and rage come from? That ain't me. It ain't me. I'm washing your dirtiness into laundry. I'm watching your dirty money playing in everyone's ass cheek. Oh, beans, they're good for your heart. The more you fart, the better you feel. Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you fart, the better you feel. Make sure you eat your beans with every meal. And are you at the toilet? Here I sit, so broken-hearted. I tried to, but I only. Your biblical recipe. You're not eating the food pyramid. You're eating the food square. What happened to the food pyramid? Just like when the pyramids were on the earth. She became ISIS. Chopped her brother's dick off. Wanted to become the force, her morphidited force of evil. And what would she do with her brother's dick on her body? To gain royalty through that time? And then she would throw the body parts in the Euphrates River to sacrifice people to make items like this. So now you tell me this image lies. Why does that man have goat legs, hoofs, and it's a man's body? Goat legs, those aren't feet. Those are bent goat hoof legs like a goat or a sheeple and his upper body. Let's look for the other man. There's the other man. Hoofs. That's a hoof. See what a hoof looks like? A slitted hoof. There's no 5 toes and a leg. And where's he? Blow the flute for me. And there's the snake. You see the snake? Shiva will get you. Medusa. I'm cold-blooded like a snake. I'll eat your whole ass. Down the back of your Adam apple. Down the right of your ear numb. Where y'all put them tattoos right there. How the snake bit me and rolled down my ear numb and dripped down the back of my neck behind my nipple. And she looks at me like 4 hoofs come up from behind my rib. And underneath your rib is where the sheep's head got ripped off, and where your nipple is, it looks like that. Where the San Francisco symbol is, where my nipple is, it's just like a snake's eyeball. I wonder why they're rolling down my pineal gland. Look at my pineal gland, where it's the blood of it's busted oozing down my nose. The pineal gland.
Oh.
Here's a key. Go unlock the stairway to heaven. And then you wonder,
Where did it go all the time? Him.
cellulise! Did you say sterilize and clean? I get dirty, grimy, nasty, and funky, and scummy, and nasty, and ignorant cunt, and inconvenient cunt. And I'll just curl up with the telephone and shoes and socks and the same clothes on and be a poser. I know how to skate. I know how to do a mick twist. I know how to do a kick flip. I know how to do a nollie and an ollie. And I had to sell my soul for a $20, $30 horny pill all day. I know how to pick all the young collegiate 23, 24-year-old white girls, knowing I got the Dixie's AIDS, and going to stick horny dope pills all over the clubs and spreading my premeditated murders everywhere.
Who?
Where do I keep my stuff in my pants? I'd love to have a kid, but for what? Be stole, be separated, be one of these hosts?
I can't wait for the crack return. I'm gonna get more tattoos on me. I already got my appointments made. Shit, I'm just waiting on it to just hit my other side of my telephone. That shit still ain't coming in. Fuck. Well, this is gonna be the curse of the month next week. Oh, and then it'll be the curse of the cunt. Hey, yo, I'll give you like half my EPT card if you give me like a bag of that broke stain, a couple of them horny pills. And you know what I do when you drop your sagging pants and you don't put your belt on and your pants curl down to the bottom of you? I'll do a little fornicating. And then I run around, puss up all your nasty dope chemicals and pus and your diseases and just let them live in me. And I'll roll my eyes out my head and need my stomach pumped 30 goddamn times and filled with goddamn piles of hospital chalk.
Or not chalk, coal. I already know girls said this happened.
Bitch, I was in the hospital getting my stomach pumped after a couple of them niggas tore me out. I couldn't walk for 2 days. My back got blown out me. I had so much crack, smack, and ignorance. The ambulance had to pick me up when I tried to walk out and I fell down and some innocent bystander see me, called the cops. I was in the doctor for 2 days, guys, getting my stomach pumped, getting charcoal shoved down my mouth to suck the poisons out of me.
And then you're just spreading it like the bliss. The apocalypse. Whoa. I feel it in my... Oh, she wants my boner to be a succubus. Whoa. Come here, Cumster. Fuck face. Murray Hovich and the murder fornicating shows on. That's all I care about watching all afternoon. Where 4 or 5 black people in there are screwing everyone. And oh yeah, bitch, guess what I did in the hotel room? You know how you had to get your mom up in here? I was slapping all that when I wasn't there for rehearsal. You goddamn people are nasty, ignorant, and you treat your fucking children for, how am I gonna get this one off? And then you whine and cry about, man, that motherfucking bitch gonna use me now and try to get me for some goddamn child support? You motherfucking, and fuck that, and fuck you. Who wanna come over here and fuck now? I need to have another seed and a meal ticket and a scapegoat. Man, you gotta be sick in your head, dude. When I was 17 years old, with the girl I was with for almost 2.5 years, both of us about to graduate, she lied to me. Now don't put the condom on this time. You know, I started birth control. If we're gonna be together, let's do it without the condom this time. I said, man, I'll tell you what. I'm practicing. I'm gonna play the pull-out method. But anything goddamn happen, I know what the goddamn dick is. Go, big boy, go! Go, big boy! Touchdown. Throwing the ball down the back of the field. Man, I don't lie, dude. I don't gotta lie to kick it. Y'all need 30 dirty ego trips and a silver tongue. Why does it say you need 30 dirty ego trips and you speak with a silver tongue? You don't speak what your eyes see. You got spy for you. Hands to thieve with. And then someone up there mad. What do you mean I ain't getting no crack return? They tell me I'm getting garnished for all my charges I caught? For my organized street hanging? Ain't no one allowed to take it. Well, when you owe a goddamn federal being bad bill or a down your neighborhood being down the block being bad bill, and you don't want to pay your fines and fees, and what you need to do to find yourself with your children and a car and a healthy bank account and taking some cumulative education courses. Oh, I like taking Tate and make it intercourses. I'd be like ISIS. Feed everybody's body to what horses. That's what ISIS did. And then Noah said, God said to Noah, this is too much. We must flood the earth and part the sea. And now it's all over again. Do you know the truth of why they say when he returns for the second time? They already proved to you the scene of resurrection. He went underground. The stone went there. Well, gee, where would he go underground? Oh, I'm looking at the scene of underground. In stalactites and stalagmites. The minute I said underground, that goddamn commercial was there. Underground in a cave with stalactites and stalagmites everywhere. You know what a stalactite or a stalagmite is? And then you tell me which one grows up and which one grows down in the underground, 80 to 100 stories underground, where you're walking coke talking. Your 3 tranced up 666 subliminal messages. Cocaine, murders, and sex. You don't write a song. You don't got to write your word to animate it and say, well, your word in your mouth don't speak it. I own the word in your mouth. 5 of us. How they own Eminem. Droned up, caned up looking goddamn person out of his goddamn mind. For the white guy to sit there and have 7 other people live, talk, walk, use the goddamn message of their life in the white man's body. Jesus Christ! They didn't go to the Church of God. I went and take my shirt off, my pants off, my shoes off, and people are laying in the goddamn bed doing this all night.
You want to see my clip?
Remember when I said my new invention for you people that like to do that? And you got those things where you hold your phones now? Well, you got your camera there already. You got your little clip right there that you hold. Let's start making clip-on dildos and vibrators so now she can really get you deep into it.
My camera doing it all?
This is live for everybody. Oh, well, if I don't want a vibrator there, maybe I'll put a 25-inch crock on it. Let's see how much of a made-up dildo we can drive in a crotch now.
I can't.
You can get it all in there. Go look at that porno when they shove Big Mo and that little Asian lady. How you sitting there with the hard on and a dick this big, and you want to shove it in between a woman's goddamn crotch? A Marine showed us this one day. He said, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Tried to shove it in her crotch so bad, knocked her off the bed, knocked her off the TV, and I said, are you sure you could take all of Big Mo? And he's in there trying to fit it and force feed it in her crotch. And she's sitting there, back ripped out of her and can't even speak out her mouth. And then she's sitting there looking like a drop-dead zombie of the scavenged gorilla clips. And she's sitting there looking tranced up. And then he'll point like this. And she looking at him like... Jesus Christ, man. What's this world scheme to? Kingdom scum? Not kingdom come. I don't got a lot of cooking. I don't got to do the lines. I read in between all the lines. You damn numbskull. You numbskull. What does the man say in South America? I would not give that to my dying enemies. Where they want to spread it everywhere now. United Satanic Academy, the USA, and now Canada want to have a big nose dive into snow everywhere.
Let's go get the snow bunnies.
The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Like how you like to hurt people. The truth hurts. I ain't got your pants on fire. You're mad because why is that me? And I can't hide from the way that's me. Let's climb in everyone's IP.
I got my telephone climbing in your windpipey. I come touch you from the other side of the phone and play trap houses.
You don't go to the Sunday service with the grace of God. Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, or a good Southern Baptist church. When I went to Southern Baptist church, all kinds of colors and races of people. It's what you are and the product you want to be in life. And then what do they do to that church, the ignorant cunts? Riding by, shooting guns at it. Don't even know if their own family members are in it. This is deep down in the South, where you say, that's where the dark side at. When I was in God's country, Alabama. Wonder why they call it God's country. You know what they do after they did their sick goddamn drive-by ootin' at it, as everyone was in there in their Sunday service. About 2 weeks later, in the middle of the night, when everyone's in their pillowcase sleeping, getting ready to go to work, getting ready to take care of their families like good people, they burnt that church down to the ground. Groups of them, piped up on Cain, doped up on ignorance. What did they do to the church I attended to here in Virginia? Same kind of group of them that are stuck there right now, 10, 20, 30-year prison felony charges. And it wasn't because what they did at the church, it's the way they won't live their life. They got to be like that for the ang, and if the ang don't do that, they get a ang, and they get a I want a pudding tang. To hang all their ignorant cunts and inconvenient cunts to everybody. What is the meaning of the name Donald?
Here's a summary from behind the name. From the Gaelic name Donal, meaning ruler of the world, composed of the old Celtic elements Dumno, world, and Val, rule. This is the name of one of Walt Disney's most popular cartoon characters, Donald Duck.
This was the name of two 19th century kings. Also, 9th century kings. Where does the name Doyle come from?
Ireland. According to Irish roots, the name Doyle in Ireland is thought to be of Norse origin and comes from the Irish Odubhail or Dubji Hall, the dark stranger or foreigner.
And they call us the dark stranger because we were Vikinage. Very dark color. We came as a stranger and helped build the Gaelic community. Now they look at the name Doyle, the soul and the heart of the Gaelic symbol of Ireland. But now people need to learn who you are. Vikinage, and in particular distinguish of the darkened-haired Danes. The darkened-haired. Wonder why I have darkened colored eyes and darkened hair roots in me. Not because you're a dark, evil look of a person. The darkened-haired Danes. You don't know your ass from Adam, an apple, or a hole in the ground. Life. What is the actual meaning?
According to Psychology Today, the actual meaning of life is to fulfill your purpose in life and accomplish your goals. What I mean by this is, everyone has a purpose of why they are living.
Some of you don't even know you have a purpose anymore. You're walking sex slaves. You're walking brain cane washed. Murder, cane, and sex. You're not living your life and having accomplishments. You're living by evil sorcerer that's spreading subliminal messages through their music. And it ain't music. You know how you make and know your music? Is when you can take one of these things right here. You can look at it as blank as you can look at it. You can take your hand and you can sit there and you can take every symbol of the music symbol and you can learn where to draw this note on the A, G, E, H, scaling across the side. You people don't even know how to read a sheet of sheet music, do you? I was selected by the marching band drum major to try to join the marching band because I was already in band class in my freshman year. They wanted to pull me off the football field and put me in the marching band because I was so great with the quality of understanding the rhythm of music. You know why our high school band got ruined? That we made our little garage band for the talent shows. We went to go to practice one day, and where was one of our members where we would practice in their basement, and their dad, rolling their eyes, overdosed on heroin, looking like drop script up idiots, and there was no presentation of a rhythm to happen. Me and my friend and his bass guitar and my drumsticks are walking down the street like, I can't believe it. I played on the sport team. You know what you played on? The snort team. I build hospitals and schools and buildings. You say, good. There's more places. The school I don't want to be in. And the hospitalizated scheme, you want to think you issue people out your faces to show and throw up and be sickened in. Yesterday, worldwide current event. What was yesterday's worldwide current event, January 25th, 2020, who celebrated their new year. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. The Chinese New Year. The Chinese New Year, when we already are in our, hey, we're in our new year of 2020. Now, is that what they're calling? Well, we're in our year of 2040. Happy New Year. Okay. You're 20 years behind. The Great Wall of China, don't let me remind you. The Red Dragon International Space System. They've had the Red Dragon up there for how many years? Say close to 1,800 years. They don't know their own ass from the back of the bite of the goddamn Adam apple. I wonder why Apple product got a bite from the right of the apple. Why the bite on the left side? Why is it on the right side? And then look, they all left. They all went somewhere. It's probably the cop of the hour right now. If it ain't, it's bound to be 5 o'clock. Oh! I didn't even have to look. Let's scheme what time it is.
Am I lying?
And what does that say?
Oh, Sony, I'll be your host. At the top of the hour, it's 5 o'clock. Here, Sony, I'll be your host, Sony Barbia. Here, Sony, there's your platform. Sony. Hi, I'm Sony's slave. Who are you? That's going to be if I get a PS5 and I'm allowed my new usernames.
Going to be Sony's slave to their grind. Wonder what they told you. Don't blame the Virgo. It's how the Earth go. Three-ear ringing, smirking. How you get a bug in your ear and a chip on your shoulder? You don't got enough giga and nana and memory bytes. That's not your information, man. So, let me give you a little prick.
And I'm comfortably numb.
My lips are moving, but I can't hear what I'm saying. It's not people Milli Vanilli in it. Ellie Vanilli in it. Your lips don't match with your mouth talk. I guess they're all numbed up, chocked up. to hit you, one time. You want to hit you one time. And there you are, not your name. I'm Mike Jones, 'cause I listen on the other side of a microphone. I'm going to put my name on there. He's Mike Jones, I'm Mike Jones. Remember the other one? John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever he goes out, the people always shout, there goes John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. La 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 la, fa la 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 la, fa fa la la la. I couldn't be a leader, so I follow hate. Play everyone around here. Her favorite part is called that in between their legs, their taint. And then they're sitting there like the evil rotten switch. Wonder why they step on everyone and fly around in the broomstick. And then you got the guy sitting there all paranoid with the boomstick in front of his eyes. Don't want no one alive. Don't want to see no one be the Prince of friggin' Peace. Now you wonder how they can walk on water. I want to see people walk on air, water, and fire, and then stand back under Virgo's land of Earth. If you can walk on water and not get wet, I can swim underwater and not get wet. Why can't you walk on air and walk on fire? I've walked on hot coals. 1314. I know high men of the mountains of the Alps, of the Andes. The Andes, not the Alps, the Andes of the Peruvian race. My family from monk and monastery of the Alps of the high crest, where man can never walk, life can never go. And when they recorded The Lord of the Ring, they have recorded it all from helicopter to high ice caps of the Alps. And what is in there that my vision knows is what you play yin-yang with. The God has his dragon, and the devil has his dragon. You know, the red dragon is electrical. It isn't alive. The God has the real dragon. And when they lock talons, and they do the talon lock to death, and one will blow fire, and one will blow ice. And what is better? Water or fire? And then it steams and comes out like the burning phoenix from the volcano. The phoenix on fire, coming from the volcanic ash that unrolls like a scroll above the sky and falls upon everyone. That's what created the 7 seals. Most important world events to happen in 1980. Important events to happen in 1980.
Here's a summary from National Geographic. The 80s timeline. January, Rubik's Cube debuts at the International Toy Fair. April 24th, U.S. rescue attempt to save hostages in Tehran fails. May 18th, Mount St. May 22nd, Pac-Man video game is released. June 1st, Ted Turner establishes CNN, and more.
They're telling me immediate things. I want to hear worldwide events. What worldwide events happened in 1980?
Here's a summary from the People History. Mount St. Rubik's Cube debuts. Start of Iran-Iraq War. CNN launches. The Staggers
War.
Act. Post-it notes. U.S. defeats Soviet Union in ice hockey in what was labeled the Miracle on Ice. Former Beatle John Lennon is shot to death, and more.
Mount St. Helena, the comet hit. Only telling you a fibble bit. Remember when his phone's telling me a fibble bit? Let's see if it reverberates and says the X means the crucifixion of St. Andrew's yet. Let's see if that will scramble that up in our ear nums. You're in the web. You know what the spider does when it gets you in the web? It sucks your inner body out. Yeah. Let me see if I can find a spider web here. No, I think I cleaned them all up because I'm at the base of the dungeon. You ever seen where a spider grabs the insect, spins it in its web, and it sticks its tongue right there and bites it, and it goes, and it will suck its innards out of it, and it'll leave its dead carcass just sitting there, sucked dry. And what was the greatest fear? What is the American Indian race's greatest fear? When they said they watched spiders rain from the sky more than they seen a rainstorm. Spiders. I'm a freedom fighter and I'll keep marching on. And now you live life like a dog. Only the products of your environment. State of Virginia. What are they doing in Blacksburg, Virginia right now? Let's look at that. What experiment is being ran right now in Blacksburg, Virginia? Has just released a final report at the Institute of Rural Affairs from Virginia and Blacksburg Institution. They say they're using an auditorium to find a star that can produce oxygen, because our planet cannot produce oxygen. So they need a star to suck oxygen from. What does the symbol X represent in a flag?
According to Psychology Today, for starters, the swastika X, or cross, has come to symbolize the very essence of evil. And the letter, as signified by the skull and crossbones, portrays death by poison.
And I didn't even ask the symbol of, and specifically what they call the Confederate flag. Let's get it to scramble our heads up. Remember when they said this is your brain on drugs? Everyone eats scrambled eggs now, not a fried egg. Let's just all eat scrambled eggs. What does the symbol X represent in the Confederate flag?
Here is is some information for what did the Confederate flag represent. According to Wikipedia, however, the flag of the...
And it doesn't. It reverberates only made up goddamn monotony. What does the symbol X, meaning of the St. Andrew's crucifixion, mean in a flag?
According to Metro, St. Andrew is often depicted with the saltire cross, as he was crucified on an X-shaped cross on November 30th, 60 AD.
See, now that's the symbol of the St. Andrew of the Southern Cross. That's the meaning of it. So the solitary cross is on the Scottish flag, as well as others. So how can their symbol X represent a St. Andrew's, but anyone else's symbol X? Okay. What does the symbol X represent in the Jamaican flag?
Here is some information for what does the flag of Jamaica represent.
No.
According to Jamaica Information Service, black depicts the strength and creativity of the people, gold, the natural beauty of the sunlight and the wealth of the country, and green signifies
Gold.
hope and agricultural resources.
Gold for everyone. You live in the streets of gold in heaven. That's true, what gold means. The green, my favorite color, the strength and the creativity of people. That's very true. You know, old Jamaican Rastafarian, on my way home from D.C. one day to the Metro, when the guy I work with finally introduced me where he was at with the Jamaican red hairs and stacks of orange peels in it to keep it fresh. You know what that Jamaican Rastafarian told me? My brother, man, of the peace. You give me $10, you have a handful of that. As much as you can put a handful of. And what's this thing doing behind me every goddamn day? Making me live and act like it. Watch out. Accuse me. Don't abuse me. Accuse me. I like the way you accuse me. You say there's the Virgo. Go abusey. Yeah, that's me throwing up puking everywhere. My nickname, Boozy. I like all the airheads, and we call them floozies. And I carry AK choppers and Uzis. Because I want your new pairs of shoes, see? The cop of the hour. I hit that nail on the head, being a carpenter with the fish around it, didn't I? Can't flea flick you?
Monkey's monkey again. I'll be a good little lab monkey for you.
I think they said this is the year of the rat. I'm glad I'm not a rat. Let's find out. This year's China zodiac symbol.
Here's a summary from China Highlights. The 12 Chinese horoscope animals are rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, pig. 2020 is a year of the rat.
Year of the rat. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in the cage. The cage. Not a rat, I'm a monkey. What was the Chinese zodiac sign in 1980?
Year of the monkey.
Hey, I'm a monkey. Monkey is the 9th. Born 0909. Everywhere you go. The 9th and the 12th year cycle. What year was my mother born? I know she's a monkey too. That's the monkey on my back. 1956. My mom's a monkey, I'm a monkey. What are both my parents? My mother's the beginning of the Gemini. My father is the end of the Gemini. January 21st, the first day of summer. My mother. June. Why am I saying January of June? Someone wants to scramble up their mind and say, but that's me. I'm not the other way. You don't know you from the other side of a goddamn ass from a hole in the ground. You need me to explain it for your hypnotize. You know the answer? You know everyone like idiots. You know everybody's dumb? No. Laundry day's on SHUNDED Monday. No one need it. And then you get the clothes for the kids and you don't want them to go nowhere. You need the goddamn clothes and a hamper when your mother told you yesterday. Tomorrow's the teacher's smirk day. Where you need clothes and you got nowhere to go. Wrong cancer. Go stick that in duty Andre to somebody. We gotta go to school Monday. We'll sit there at the bus stop on a teacher work day. I still don't know I'm right. Oh, hey. I'm more worried about wet wristing and being terrorizers and terrorists. Let's play Bloody Knuckles. Are you standing at the stranded island and playing Red Hands and Death and Bloody Knuckles? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Kids talk like that? Since when? Since they didn't go to church this morning.
Eat my booty hole.
Yeah, that's how your mother talks to you. That's rotten, ain't it? Oh. Let's just tune into your mind. You don't got no mind of what you're doing. You don't mind your own business, lady. You're right, I don't have a mind. I need yours. Just like you need my hairline. Why do you need the dog's hairline? Why don't you go sit there and say, but I need the dog's hairline. It's got more hair. He's sitting there gonna arm bind and tie me up, and then sit there and slide chairs and slide Rude up and down their mouth. I'm gonna go back in my shoes and socks on the telephone and tell everyone they're a liar and their pants are on fire. With potty mouths and panties in a bind. Your game is what you need somebody to look like, not to look out the front of their sight. A food fight. I need all that to sit there, and who can be my bitch work? And it'll sit there for 3 days, and then you'll be upset with the school board crawling down the hairline and psycho she failed everywhere. She failed, she jailed, so we all failed and jailed. They stole, they lost, they got caught red-handed. Everyone else got stole from buttered and bread. Where you live in your community where you need 3 trash cans. And all of it end up to pretending. And then you act like, oh, hurry up and I need it. Oh, for not needing it. I just needed to look at it from the other side. No. It takes your machine to stick it on Jaws. I take one of your loads of overloaded bologna and cheese and I'll roll my eyes at 50 minutes for 5 hours. To make a whole ass like. There you're being inconsiderate, satanically, inconveniently goddamn rude, and you think I'm gonna goddamn friggin' make you more convenient and make you more able, and I ask you for a hand, and you say, well, the only hand I'm gonna give is ignorance and inconsideration to everybody. I need my bike tires pumped up, and I need to bring this out here now. I don't want to ride my bike and bring the dog fresh water and food and take him to go piss. But I want you to come out to bed, get the dog food, get the dog water, clean up all the piss and shit, rub and throw your face around in it, and then I just want to run around and play in everyone's eye socket and make plans in hands and say, I need all that to feel like I can pee. And it says, why don't you have a goddamn meaning of where you can have retirement and a place for your children to be educated? I don't know. My education is the other side of 5 other good times. What are we playing? 31 questions like the cop again? Where's he at? Where's he doing? What's he saying? That's all I want to hoe. On his toe, on his neck, in his thought, in his bed. Ow. I went down the street and got dead and came back. I looked at everyone like a rockin' zombie. Here I am. Put this game on again. This would be the Super Bowl. Put the game on again and roll your eyes at it and ain't seen one set of downs or heard it in my ear nubs. Oh, I'm hearing murder, death, and voodoo and neglect everywhere. Where can you go wash that off? Go wash that off where all the Asian people are at. You know any Asian people? Why not? Do you care?
Your third season in the league. We were joking that you're quickly becoming an old.
You don't want to know those people? Eric Chang. His family owned one of the biggest restaurants in Chinatown in New York City now. Serve Bruce Willis food. You don't want your goddamn children to enjoy food here. You make everything rude here.
I don't even really have words for it. I mean, it was heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking in the end, trust me.
It's so goddamn heartbreaking. They goddamn freaking gonna run around screaming memes when the earth's quaking. Go get your prep bag when the earth's quaking. And you waste your batteries. I'm playing Xbox everywhere. You got your candles, you got your prep bags, you got your beans and you got your rice. You got your stocked up water. So why you stocking E? Where are you gonna put it? Where there's nowhere. Oh, it's stole. Oh, and they're gonna call the cops on your mom, and they're gonna call the cops on everybody, and you're the one red-handed. And you think they're the one that want to help you, and that's the place where you end up going. 80% in your mind. And 80% in your mind. Now, why you hate what's good? You hate and want to kill everything I do good. I ain't eating and hating on wanting to take you how you wear your clothes. I ain't cleaning your clothes and throwing them across the other side of the house. Up and down the goddamn scrotums in the mouth of everybody. Unbacterialized satanic disease spreading festival. I just want to wear more goddamn Murder 48 and Maury Povich. A 5 and all I want is a wet wrist so I can act like a terrorist. And how am I gonna look red-handed? You take that out your mouth and punch you in your gut and rib, Virgo. And take his pillowcase and bring it here to mommy. How does your family in America get put under the Red Line Terrorist Watch? how the U.S. terrorism watch list system works in the United States of America. The Red Line Terrorism Watch System in America. Jesus is watching you.
I'm gonna watch your moves. I'm gonna watch your heads.
Come here, I'll take an image smearing it from my phone and I'll smear it in your face. And he's dressed German, ain't he? That's the German hat. German suspender. The germs for you. 8-9 parasitic worms where everyone can't walk their crotch approach. I need to make the stranded eyelid and make the 10-11 o'clock no soul food stun day. And you walk the dog where I threw booby traps and trash at everybody. Play voodoo. Voodoo everywhere. I ain't never been around so many people that ignorantly possessed. What causes a person to become possessed? Spirit possession and evil, rotten mental health. And the gene is to spirit possession of rotten ghost descendancies, of rotten mental health insanities and insecurities. The Virgo can be the mental discipline. He can make it nice and neat. He can do the workload. He can be the one to rely on. He can be the good, precision, and lovable one. We'll be the one that's sitting there dumb.
I want to hypnotize. I want everyone hypnotized.
And we're sinking down to hourglass again. For the Sandman, every grain of sand down the other hour ass. Tell me I don't care about the goddamn children. I take the children on a nature walk. I don't take us there. We'll get caught having a good time and mommy gets smacked and we'll look like the other side of lips a crack again. They'll buy that good basketball court at the top of the cul-de-sac. We want to put everyone down and say, how can you get me the court now? I was acting ignorant and don't care about no one's life anywhere they're at. I care to get in the way, wet wrist, and be a rotten terrorist. How do you unhypnotize a person?
According to WikiHow, to hypnotize someone, start by having them sit down in a quiet, comfortable spot. Then, ask them to take deep breaths and focus on a fixed point in the room, like a small object or something on the wall. As they're doing this, talk to them in a slow, soothing voice to help them relax.
Then you wonder what they hypnotize and stare at your objects at? Underneath your belt. And then they want to be hypnotized in it. Ties in your hip in it. And see, this is like an object, right? And you're staring at it, writing in it, becoming hypnotized. My telephone's objects are hypnotizings. I'll stare you in a small object all day and dangle it in your face till I hypnotize you. Call it a telephone. And then we want to be every hourglass of every Sandman's curse. Fish lip. Fish lip. And who's real, who's fake, you'll never know. Please, Lord, distinguish friend or foe. I wet wristband everyone's elbow. Till if I can't do it, then they make you know, make you owe. Make you owe every ignorant curse and play. Same ignorant curse goes on day by day. Your assignment is you love to be confined in to street friggin' life color blindin'. Color blind orders everywhere you walk in. Chalk lines, coke lines, murder, killing, sex sloppins. Sloppy, loppy, yoppy, playing, Pete and repeating. You don't do that for when the kids need a beating. Go to bed, F-U-F-H, you don't need nothing eating. A tuck in the sheet, a happy morning with a greeting. You speak it like a poem and know what you see. I tell you what, you run around here and beat you around the bush and play asses to asses through everybody's scheme, steaming out each side of your temples and ear numb.
Screaming! I thought we were getting ice cream. Yeah, you are. In front of your eyes, you scream. What kind of pockets can we walk on? I don't care. I dye my hair and throw trash everywhere. I think I'm a new image of a thought. Let's go get all numb, caned, and stained up.
And run around Soul Food Sunday. I stole everyone's mind. I act like I need it, but I don't need it. Because when you want to need and put something clean on you, you can't go to the back room and feel clean on you. I needed to caulk up and down scenes of mind states so I can colorblind act like Medusa, throw everyone's lip out the other side of their face. The dirt and the grime shows you it ain't God with clean. It's a back act and a backpack and how to rob the scene of the evil regime of mayhem. I made ham in a good New Year dinner and it just shit stared for 3 weeks. So I can go. Where did you go? Where did you go now? Where did you go? Oh. Ooh, where did you go? Only thing I know of, the only thing I know of is where did you go now? And where did you go now? And where did you, where did you, oh. Got the rhythm of a going to church, coming home. Everything's so good with the Godspeed. Medusa, seducer, you so bad. Oh, but you so glad. Sitting there and wonder why you're crying. No one's trying. Violence is cancer. You think it's like an answer. Ignorant disgraces. And I don't think you know my scene. I'm racist towards your mess, your evil, and your ignorance. You say, I need, and I need, and I need, and I need a fix, a bend over. A bend over. Bend it. Arm bend it. And where did you go now? Where did you go now? We're loaded the place. Mine's a disgrace. But that's why they play in everyone's shoelaces. And the says, there is no what, no graces. You said you ripped it apart and made it ignorant faces of fucking. And you're disgusting. And you hit the rising curses. You don't do that for like over there and that and for that over there. I just want to play house. Where they walk and chalk like that stare. Didn't your mother? Oh, fuck that bitch. And I don't listen to her. Spell you yesterday? Wipe you off your ass and everything ready. I don't know. 'Cause I can't go and I don't want you to. It's called Camp Hoodoo. Hoodoo, hoodoo, hoodoo. Hoodoo, hoodoo, hoodoo. I'm looking for a juggalette. A juggalamane of a juggalette. Let's juggle cane and go have sex in the sewer. A big clown faces on us. That's white people acting like that in Michigan. So I'm gonna go to South America for a little bit. Actually, for a long time. I'm gonna go to South America. Y'all snake it easy. What's in South America? The yuca. You ever put yuca in your mouth? You tell everyone, shut up, a puka mouth, and I'll knock the back of your lip out your head. What's a yuca? Unprideful play? I ruin everybody's days. They think that's what's amazing. And then I ask you. Then I ask you dirty times. Well, I would love to place your TV. Very nice and neat up there. But you don't got a nice, nice and neat place to place your TV. Well, what would you do? You snake it, you break it. You say, "Fuck, I don't understand how it works. I can't use it. I don't know where to, I don't know where to pay it. I don't know where to hit next it." I stare at it and I'll stare at ants all day with no reception. Looking at it, I thought it was a smart TV. I thought I was smart. It's called out of date. Not a goddamn smart TV. You can't look at it where it got pre-made menus on it. The only thing it gives you is 3 signals of looking like ants chasing everywhere. Is that what you need it for? Just sitting there staring at ants all day doing the boogie dance? But you want to sit and clock? Only thing important here is to tell you're home. And you can't keep everyone's rhythm at their goddamn tongue. You're the definition of a deaf tone. Look that up. It's called a deafified tone you don't hear, but it vibrates in you. A deaf tone. A deaf tone. A deaf tone. I'm gonna instigate drama, voodoo. What's in there? Come on, let's eat telephones. Hey! I just got it over your head too. It's a telephone. Here, eat this telephone. No, hear you. I don't hear me. I'm gonna smear your telephones in you.